In fact, he had a lot of very quick answers, one-word answers.
Yeah, well, I heard it doesn't take long for me to come here on my drive. I live very close to the station, and I thought, well, maybe this will eat up some time. Maybe I'll sit in the parking lot for a while to listen to Mike Sullivan's comments. It took me from the time I got onto the merge point on the Fort Pitt Bridge to the time that I got off the Fort Pitt Bridge in front of KDKA. It was 1 minute and 19 seconds, and I believe there were 4 one-word answers. That's how upset Mike Sullivan was with his team's performance. And, Bob, I think part of the reason he came off so curt is that somebody else got hurt, and that's Dominic Cahoon, who just came back and takes a slap shot to the outside of his knee. It looked to be in a tremendous amount of pain. And that's bad because I think they were already trying to angle to get another forward based on what Jim Rutherford said to Josh Yohe and hinted at on his own radio program on 105.9 The X. I think they were in the mood to go out and get a forward as it was. This just heightens it all the more. And I really do think that they were hoping that Cahoon, once he got established back on the ice, playing for a while, could be slotted into potentially the Evgeny Malkin line, depending on how things shook out.
Yeah, he has the talent to do it. After a slow start, he came on very strong, but Zach Aston-Reese is also out, so here they go again. Injuries, more injuries, and that's been the story of the season, yet they've overcome. By the way, the Washington Capitals got a point at home, barely. They were down 3-2 to the Montreal Canadiens, and then Tom Wilson scored with a goalie pulled, 20 seconds left, and it was a good goal by him. He dug hard to get it by Carey Price, his 18th. They got a point. They lost the game, however, because Montreal won an OT, but they're tied now for the top, and they will play Sunday in Washington, a head-to-head showdown, and we'll see where it goes. But it's very much up in the air right now with these two teams.
How do you want the goalies
Washington is not trending very well right now. They're playing terrible hockey at home, especially.
How would you like to see the goalies go in the Buffalo and Washington series?
Well, I thought after today, when Murray got the start, it would be Jari on Saturday, Murray back against the Capitals. And if you might remember, Mike Sullivan's not been shy about putting Murray against top-notch competition. He did against the Bruins.
Don't you want to see Jari against the Capitals for the first time, though?
I want to see it just to see how he handles their forecheck.
Exactly. He's part of the appeal, allegedly, of having Tristan Jari in a best-of-7 series, especially against the Capitals, is that he's a good puck-handling goalie and might spare some heavy checks applied to the defense by getting the puck himself and playing it himself. But you got to see how he handles those screaming forwards coming in towards him, too, when he's handling the puck. And I would like to see how he does against Washington. So even though it wasn't a great night for Murray, I think a lot of that had to do with everybody else besides Murray. But I would like to see Murray play against Buffalo, and then I would like to see Jari against Washington.
I would like to see Jari, too, just how he handles it. He's like another defenseman back there. If he handles the puck well, it could neutralize their forecheck. But we'll see. I expect both goalies to play over the weekend. How they determine who plays which game, we'll find out. When we come back, we're going to talk more, and we have a lot of calls here tonight about the Pitt situation. There were some violations against them, considered level 2, not major, but it's interesting how it all went down.
There was some funny stuff in that report. There was a lot of funny stuff.
Goes back all the way to the Stallings era, of course. They cheat and still go 0-19 in conference play.
What would have happened if they didn't cheat? Would they have gone 0-32?
I don't know, but they got 0-19.
I guess that cheating must have helped them win those 8 games, Bob.
Non-conference meaningless games. But they were willing to take that chance. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about CBA. The players have to vote on the NFL proposal, which is something that looks like will not happen. We'll talk about it next and get your calls right here live. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, 7 nights a week on Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.